Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to list 5 crazy facts about Not Okay. Let's get right into it. Zoey Deutch and Dylan O'Brien play the main actors of the movie. The film stars Zoey Deutch as anti-heroine Danny Sanders, the character around whom the entire drama revolves. The 27-year-old has been acting for quite some time, so we're sure you'll recognize her from her extensive film and television credits. Her other notable films include Zombieland, Double Tap, Set It Up, and Before I Fall. Zoey has been a fixture in the entertainment industry since she was 16 years old, and she shows no signs of slowing down. We suspect that Not Okay will only help Zoey's star rise even higher. Meanwhile, Dylan O'Brien plays the dubious character of Colin in Not Okay, a celebrity and Danny's colleague who serves as a catalyst to the dramas that change the main character's life. Dylan has had a lot on his plate since he first appeared on our screens as Sights in Teen Wolf in 2011. The 30-year-old actor has a long list of titles to his name, including The First Time, the Maze Runner franchise, and The Outfit, among many others. Dylan actually co-starred with Zoey in the crime film The Outfit, and the two were cast as love interests. Clearly, these two have chemistry. Pop fans will recognize him from a project called All Too Well, the short film, directed by none other than Taylor Swift. According to the casts, the movie is shameful and entirely cringeworthy just because it is. Quinn Shepard's satirical film doesn't pull any punches, whether in the aptly titled penultimate I Don't Get a Redemption arc scene, or when pairing Danny with Mia Isaac's brilliant Rowan, a true survivor of violence. While some of the characters on screen are morally ambiguous, Danny, played by Zoey, is downright repulsive. Talking about what made her say yes to the project, Zoey said, "Gosh, I think as a whole, I was so impressed by the writing and how brave the storytelling was and how worthy and important the messages within the story were to tell. It was just this character who seemed really fascinating and fun to dissect." Talking about working with the director, Zoey said, "I was so grateful that she invited me into the process early on and wanted me to produce it alongside her and to be Danny." She then added, "I think we were both encouraging each other to be brave and to go the boldest route, which was really wonderful. It was a very intense shoot, so we definitely had to have each other's backs." The Not Okay director wants you to hate Zoey Deutch and Dylan O'Brien's characters. According to director Quinn Shepard, Danny Sanders is not your typical main character. You should despise her. The same can be said for her love interest, Colin, her co-worker. Nonetheless, Shepard is fascinated by how viewers are still shipping them and yearning for both of them. She said, "Danny Sanders is not your typical main character, according to director Quinn Shepard. You should despise her. The same can be said for her love interest, Colin, her co-worker. Nonetheless, Shepard is fascinated by how viewers are still shipping them and yearning for both of them." She then added, "With somebody like Colin, because it was a supporting role and a role that could be iconically ridiculous, I didn't feel like I needed to give him quite as much vulnerability, because he's willfully ignorant to the extreme." Zoey was uncomfortable about the whole thing. Danny Sanders, a photo editor for Depravity who aspires to be a writer, is the protagonist of the film. The only issue? Nobody seems to believe in her abilities. She photoshops herself into a fictitious writer's retreat in Paris as a quick fix, not to mention a way to impress her crush Colin. Talking to Screen Rant about the whole experience, she said, "I was really uncomfortable because I tried my best not to think of anything like it was a joke or hear the tone deaf in it when I was saying it. I tried to separate my Zoey brain from my Danny brain as much as I could. So, while it was really fun, it was also embarrassing because I would forget." She then added, "I was in a state of feeling uncomfortable for a month, and then after I filmed it, I was like, why do I feel like this? Danny is very uncomfortable throughout the whole movie." Dylan had a fake accent in the film. Dylan O'Brien has no problem mocking white men from Maine who speak as if they were raised in an all-black neighborhood. In fact, based on his performance in Not Okay, he's overjoyed at the prospect of doing so. The former Teen Wolf star told Decider, "It's a really interesting time to take the piss out of it." He then added, "I feel like we've just entered a period where people are starting to walk back their inauthentic accents." Talking about the film, it's a biting satire that both mocks and sympathizes with a generation raised on social media narcissism. For O'Brien, who is 30, it's all too relevant to his own life. He said, "I'm not the kind of millennial who, denies watching TikTok videos. You're just full of shit if you're saying that." That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.